The announcement of the new Perth Bears team has brought back excitement and nostalgia around one of rugby league's most iconic names. The Bears have long been part of the game's history, originally based in North Sydney, where they developed a reputation as a proud foundation club. While their NRL journey ended in 1999, the Bears never truly disappeared, continuing to field sides in the New South Wales Cup and serving as a feeder club to various NRL teams. This pathway allowed many rising stars as well as established players returning from injury to showcase their talents. With the Bears set to become the newest face of rugby league expansion, it's worth revisiting some of the modern players who have worn the famous red and black of the North Sydney Bears. So let's get into the video. Allan Fitzgibbon emerged as one of the most exciting finishers in the 2023-24 New South Wales Cup season when he became a standout for the North Sydney Bears. A winger born in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales, Fitzgibbon impressed fans with his blistering speed and natural try-scoring instincts. Over the course of 31 appearances, he managed to cross the line an incredible 32 times, a strike rate that highlighted his consistency and threat on the edge. At 26 years old, Fitzgibbon showcased not only physical ability but also a maturity in his game, often turning half chances into points with his acceleration and agility. Doueihi is widely regarded for his versatility, able to cover multiple backline positions including 5'8", halfback and centre. His rugby league journey had one of its earliest professional stops at the North Sydney Bears. During the 2017-18 New South Wales Cup season, a teenage Doueihi wore the red and black in 13 games, where he delivered a phenomenal attacking return of 23 tries and even kicked a goal. At just 19 years old, he was already demonstrating an ability to read the game well, carve through the defensive lines and adapt his skill set to different roles. His time at the Bears allowed him to transition from junior football into the senior environment, giving him valuable experience against hardened opponents. Joseph Suaalii is one of the biggest names in modern Australian sport, though his rise included a crucial chapter with the North Sydney Bears. Suaalii joined the club during their 2021-22 New South Wales Cup season when he was just 17 and later 18 years old. Despite his youth, he handled the physicality and demands of senior football with composure well beyond his years. During his time with the Bears, he made several appearances and scored 3 tries, offering glimpses of the athleticism and power that would later define his career. Suaalii's stint in the red and black provided him with a platform to test himself in a competitive environment before fully breaking into the NRL and later making the switch to rugby union, where he now stars for the New South Wales Waratahs in the Super League. Before he became one of the most creative and entertaining 5'8" in the NRL, Cody Walker was working hard to establish himself through reserve grade. During the 2015-16 New South Wales Cup season, Walker played for the North Sydney Bears and immediately made an impression. Across 17 games, he scored 17 tries and kicked 3 goals, a return that highlighted both his sharp instincts as a runner and his ability to control a match. His performances often lifted the Bears as he created opportunities for teammates and consistently tested opposition defences with his vision and playmaking skills. For Walker, his time at North Sydney was more than just numbers on the stat sheet. It was about gaining confidence in his ability to dominate games and prove himself against strong competitors. Another player with the Bears' name on his resume is Sydney Roosters halfback Sam Walker. Known for his creativity and sharp kicking game, Walker spent time in the New South Wales Cup during the early stages of his career, as well as during his recovery from injury. In 2021, he played 3 games for the Bears and showed his precision by kicking 7 goals. After being sidelined by injury in 2023, he returned to the Bears, appearing in 2 more matches and kicking 6 goals. While his time at North Sydney was brief, these appearances were important for his growth, giving him game time to rebuild match fitness and fine-tune his skills. Known today as a no-nonsense forward for the Cronulla Sharks, Toby Rudolf spent valuable years with the North Sydney Bears during the 2016-17 New South Wales Cup seasons. At just 19 and 20 years old, Rudolf was still developing his physicality and learning how to handle the grind of senior rugby league. Over 24 appearances, he scored 1 try and contributed with his trademark energy in the forward pack. While the Bears managed to win only 45% of their games during his time, Rudolf gained critical experience in competing week in, week out against seasoned forwards. It was in these tough matches that he learned the resilience and work ethic that later defined his NRL career. Cameron Murray, now a respected captain of the South Sydney Rabbitohs and one of the NRL's premier locks, also spent part of his early career with the North Sydney Bears. During the 2016-17 New South Wales Cup season, Murray played 19 games and scored 3 tries. More importantly, the team won 52% of the matches he featured in, showcasing the positive impact of his presence. Even as a young forward, Murray's work rate, defensive effort and leadership qualities were evident. His time at the Bears gave him the opportunity to sharpen his game at a senior level and demonstrate that he could hold his own against bigger and more experienced players. This grounding helped him transition smoothly into the NRL, where he quickly became a mainstay for South Sydney and a representative player for New South Wales and Australia. Bronson Garlick, a hooker and utility player in the Melbourne Storm system, also wore the red and black of the Bears. With Melbourne boasting one of the strongest rosters in the competition, Garlick often found himself playing in the New South Wales Cup. During his time with the Bears, he featured in 18 games and crossed for 6 tries. His ability to play in multiple positions made him a key asset for the team, and his service from dummy half gave the Bears stability in attack. Garlick's performances highlighted his determination to make the most of his opportunities, and while he was blocked from consistent first-grade chances at Melbourne, his time at North Sydney provided him with competitive football to continue his development. Another exciting Melbourne Storm product who featured for the Bears is Sua Fa'alogo. As a fullback with pace, footwork and natural attacking flair, Fa'alogo quickly became a fan favourite in his short time at the club. He appeared in just 7 games and managed to score 5 tries, often lighting up the field with his speed and evasiveness. Although his appearances were limited, each performance demonstrated his enormous potential, and his time with the Bears allowed him to gain confidence at senior levels. For many observers, it was clear that Sua had the skills to become a future star, and his Bears stint played a role in showcasing what he could bring to the game. Joe Chan, another young player in the Melbourne Storm system, also made an impact with the Bears. Struggling to break into Melbourne's first-grade squad due to their depth, Chan spent much of the 2024-25 season in the New South Wales Cup. During this time, he played 13 games for the Bears and scored 3 tries. His campaign included a highlight appearance in the grand final, where he proved his value as a reliable forward. Chan's time at North Sydney reflected the club's role in giving opportunities to young players from powerhouse systems who need regular football. By competing in the New South Wales Cup, Chan was able to refine his game and continue his development while waiting for his chance to cement a spot in the NRL. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video and if you want to see a part 2. With that being said, we'll see you in the next one and goodbye.